Hey guys, I'm back with my little one, and she wanted to help me because I wanted to do a story time, but story times are hard for me with the dolls to pick which one I should do a story time on and which one I should, I guess you could say, put the intense spotlight on. And I don't know if you guys have this problem with any of your collections, that it just gets tough to decide who should I do the story time with. So, anyways, the vase, because we still got stuff all around us here from when we did the videos for the Great Closet Exchange haul. This is from that vase I told you about. So, anyways, hasn't been cleaned, dusted off or anything, but you just put two names in there. Really, she had top three. You want to tell them what you did?
The top three were Day One, Avatar, and Ariana.
So those were the three picks that I could pick to do a story time on. I automatically put thing one out of it because I have a thing one and thing two, and basically they are, um,
Wig holders.
yeah, they're wig holders. They are, I just fell in love with them, but they're awesome. They actually have this hair on them that is really amazing, and I call them thing one and thing two. And so it's like a little joke that I have. So, anyways, I asked them out of the equation to do a story time on them. But who knows? Maybe one time I will do a story time on thing two, so you guys can see what they're about. So I asked them two out. That left Avatar and Ariana. Both dolls I have not been showing a lot lately. And so it was very hard because I was like, I don't know which story time to do, and both of them have stories. So to that end, my helper had, she's going to help us by drawing one of the two names for the story times of which doll we do the story time for. Okay, so without further ado, shake them up. Oops, hang on 1 second. I forgot this. There we go. All right. So basically, the story times are going to be on either one of these two dolls that she's going to pull. Drum roll. Okay. She's reaching her hand in. She's pulling out a name.
Avatar.
Okay, show the camera.
Oh.
Pull it closer. Avatar. All right, so Avatar Baby gets her time in the spotlight. And you can't get Avatar, can you? She's too tall. Okay, so 1 second. I'm gonna slide out. See if I can get it out. And this makes me feel bad because I have not changed Avatar Baby in a while. So I'm trying to slide in. All right, okay, Bug, so you can slide out. Thank you for your assistance. And so she'll probably actually be doing a video herself on some stuff that she's gotten. Ooh, you know what? You don't happen to have a brush, Bug, do you? That I can borrow. If you don't, that's fine. All right, so basically, story time, Avatar Baby. Okay, so here's her tail whipping in the background. She's gorgeous. Boss is falling down. Everything's falling down around me. No. She's absolutely beautiful. And she is an Avatar Baby girl. And I have her name and her original clothing that she came in and all of that somewhere in this house in a bag somewhere. So let's do the story time. So I feel like I have shown her before. I did do a video on her before a while back and posted it. Her head turns. But she's just gorgeous. So a little bit about her. She's an Avatar Baby. She is huge. I don't know if you guys are familiar with, and for those of you who are not in the doll world, um, this is a artist-made baby. They are called Reborns, and they're made and designed to look like very realistic things. So this baby was designed to look like if she were an Avatar baby. Which, when I first saw the movie Avatar, I was in love with that movie from day one, and I am eagerly anticipating. Do you know when they're coming out with the next one, Bug? Uh,
There was an next one.
yeah.
Either way, I do not know.
Okay. There is supposed to be a next one, if I'm not mistaken. I have no idea when it's supposed to come out, but I will eagerly be anticipating it. Let's go with that. But I love Avatar. I love the message in the movie. I love the fact that they really were saying that we were all connected, we're all one. It reminded me a lot of it was almost, I felt almost like it was Native American, not Native Americans, but the original Americans who were here. And like they took that and I felt they mixed it in with some African um, stuff as well. I feel like they pull from a lot of different nationalities and cultures to make that movie. Um, and because I could see so much of, we all are one, understanding nature, understanding how we live with nature and respecting nature, not kill, even with some of the tribes here in the US of A, when they would kill an animal and stuff like that, they were very reverent about killing of the animals and how you disposed of that animal and the life that the animal could give you by you taking its life. It was all very done with dignity and with respect. And I really caught on to those things that they were trying to get across in the movie and understanding the greater purpose that we all are connected, we all are one. And so just love it, love it. So I was already enamored with the movie and its messages and so many messages within a message. I can't even begin to expound on how many messages I saw within the movie. But when I saw her, she was actually on, my God, she was on eBay. She was an eBay doll. Yeah, she was on eBay. And I would just look at her pictures over and over again and just admire her and wish I could have her. And at the time, she was pricey for me. And but I just said, I've got to have her. Like I'd never seen anything like her, and the artistry, I just loved it. And so I just had to have her. And so I just kept studying her picture. And then finally, I said, you know what, I'm going to go for her. But what I did was I contacted the owner via eBay, and basically I was able to, long story short, work something out to where I was able to make payments on her. And they were so kind, so sweet, and so I put my deposit down, and I was able to make payments on her, and was able to bring her home. And so she's been with me, and this is all the hair you see is real human hair. So it's the real deal, and it is finely rooted in hair. Her ears are custom made, and they are made out of a fabric ear that has been, it looks like, hand dyed and everything to match her skin complexion. Her skin complexion is a bright, vivid avatar, kind of darkish blue. Um, and again, I'm filming this on a different situation, but on my other camera, I'll be able to get better details for you guys. But just to let you see, I mean, just even some of the details. She has like the fine things here, and her eyes are an unbelievable blue. They're almost the blue of her skin. And she is, for those people that may recognize her, she is the kitten sculpt, which the kitten sculpt was one of my favorite sculpts, um, like of all time, especially when I first entered the Reborn doll world. I fell in love with the kitten sculpt, and actually, those were some of the first sculpts that I painted. Um, was the second sculpt that I ever painted was kitten sculpt, and then I just fell in love with the kitten sculpt. So when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, she's a kitten sculpt. Ding! She's an avatar. Ding! Beautifully painted. Ding, ding. And if you can see her legs here, her legs have these beautiful flowers. Let's see here. Oh, these beautiful floral type details just all on the leg. And it goes down and it wraps around. And then she has some on the upper leg as well. Um, and the same thing with her arms. Her fingertips are even a work of art because they're just not a regular fingertip. They are flowers in there with a tip on the end, white tips on the end. And then her arms, starting from here, she has these beautiful scrolling white designs going on the arms. So it's just amazing. There is someone, oops, her leg is bent, sorry. Um, but there's someone, I've seen her video, and I'm trying to think of what her name is. But I looked at her box opening a year or so ago, and she has an avatar baby. And I believe the artists are the same. And the reason I know that they're probably the same is because her baby has cloth added features like mine. Like her baby also has a tail. So my avatar has a tail, and when I got her, they had like this pant, these things she's wearing. They have the hole has already been cut out, to, which I thought was so cute. And her diapers, the holes were already cut out to allow for her tail. So it is a real tail, and actually I can show you her her tail area. Can you see that? So it is an actual tail, and the hole has been cut there. So anything she wears, she is a special needs baby. This is real human hair on the end of her tail, because you know they have the hair, the little hairy type things that connect to other animals and stuff like that. Is how they, you know, and they could communicate and charge up, if you will. So she has a very long tail, and so whatever I do with her, I have to be careful because I realize she has a tail. And so you can't just throw her on any outfit. Everything that she wears needs to be open, like a dress that will allow for the tail, or I would have to cut the item to allow for the tail. So that's kind of where we are there. So story time on her. So what happened was I did get her. She came home and she had a traditional outfit on that was made out of this beautiful brown netting, and she had these beading type necklaces that she had, and stuff like that. And she had a lot of nice extras that the mom sent, all with stuff that was custom to her tail to fit. So I just thought that was just beautiful, and she's just gorgeous. You know, just no doubt about it. And so she's one of a kind. I story time on her, but I also can have another baby from the mother, the artist. So basically, the artist, when I tried to get another one made like her, the person that she partnered with, I believe she had like a partner in on this, and the person that she partnered with, I think, was making all these unique features, the tails, sewing them up, even her, well, because I'm pretty sure her body, something was going on here, but even her body, I believe, is custom because a kitten is not this big. A kitten is big, but it's not this big. She's actually bigger than the kitten because the way her body is, it's very wide, it's very big, and it's very heavy. It's like they made a custom body and put the kitten things on it. So she's bigger than the kitten sculpt itself, which is very different. So the person I think that was doing all the sewing and the dyeing of this fabric, and even her tail, you can't see because the camera has stripes and everything on it. It's colored and everything. It's amazing. Um, so it's not all just one blue. It's different shades, and then they've got stripes all on them. But basically, this person, I guess they're no longer partnered up, and so she was like, she's no longer making them. So so that was the thing. I couldn't get any more of her. And then what happened is, and I'll do another story time on the other version of her, and you guys can see. But basically, um, what happened was there. So I became friends with the artist. Okay, it's about to run out of time. So I became friends with the artist. She's a sweetheart, and she does giveaways for people that have lost babies. And I saw her on Facebook or someplace, and they were really giving her a hard time